Hello and welcome back. So today I want to talk to you about witch's salt, also known as black salt, but not to be confused with the culinary version of black salt. Witch's salt is not edible. So you're going to need a container, first of all, to put your black salt in. And you're going to need a burn-safe vessel, like a cauldron, something to that effect. You're going to need either these charcoal discs like this, or the bricks, or activated charcoal. This is really popular right now in a lot of tooth whitening powders, and that's what this is. You can buy it, in the health section as well. It's got a lot of great properties as far as if you accidentally take too much medicine. It's also great for illness of any sort, especially stomach ailments. So I use witch's salt. The main way I use it is for home protection. And that is because witch's salt absorbs negativity, but it also deflects, which means it forms a barrier around you or your home or whatever it is you're protecting, and then it sends it back from where it came from. That's because of these salt properties, and the activated charcoal has the capability to absorb a great amount, the mass of itself. The main way that I use witch's salt is for home protection. I sprinkle along across my thresholds. You will sprinkle it in the four corners of your home, the four corners of your property, all your thresholds. You can put it along the window sills. Witch's salt is great for protection because it not only absorbs and takes in the negativity, but it also deflects it. It basically sends it back from whence it came. This is why it is great for curse reversals. And that's one way that I had originally started using it. And I will show you a couple of ways, quick and easy ways to incorporate it into your practice. You can use it for hexes and curses, if that's something you do. You can also use it in karma jars, which is one way that I've used it before. Now, karma jars are not curses or hexes. They are simply jars of karma. I love karma jars personally. But so this recipe that I'm giving you, this is the basic. This is not adding in anything else for any other intention other than just protection. One of, to me, the greatest protection herbs is this beautiful holly berry with its pointy, jagged little leaves and its poisonous little berries. Now, they're not deadly poisonous. They'll make you sick, but that's because they're protective. They don't only have a defensive quality, they have an offensive quality. If you stick your hand in there, it's gonna hurt. Believe me, I poked myself these many times. I love the thunder. I'm gonna put some bay in it because bay is great for protection, great protection herb. I'm going to put a hot chili in mine because it burns, and when you burn something, you purify it. You're gonna have salt, some kind of salt, sea salt, Himalayan pink sea salt. You can even use table salt. I've used it many times. It doesn't make a whole lot of difference. You know, sea salt, pink Himalayan, they have some really great high vibrational energy. You are going to use ashes. If you have ashes from, let's say you have a bay leaf altar or something that's fairly positive, very positive. You don't want to use any leftovers from any kind of banishings, bindings, hexes, curses. You know, you need to get rid of those ashes and everything that goes with it, because you don't want it hanging around your space, sending out its negative vibes. Don't do that. You can bury it. You can throw the ashes to the wind, far away from your home. I wouldn't put it in any kind of water source personally. I hear people doing this, but I don't do that, because you know, animals drink out of this water, and if you're putting in all kind of negativity, it's not good. Plus, we don't want to pollute our streams with. You're going to take your cauldron, and you are going to put your herbs that you want to burn up. Let's put our hot chili. We're going to take our holly berry leaves and the berries. We're going to take our bay leaves. So then I'm going to add some cinnamon. So I put in my cinnamon. Now we need some rosemary. I love the smell of rosemary. And while you're making your black salt, you can always light some incense. Whatever suits your intention and purpose, or whatever you like, whatever suits you. So now we are going to burn the herbs that we put into our cauldron for our black salt, and we're going to burn them and turn them to ash. Be sure you're in a well-ventilated area. Okay, so we're going to set these to the side, and we're going to let them cool down a bit. Oh, we're not going to be able to use them. Not yet. So I'm going to take one of my little briquettes. And if I can get this open. And I'm going to start grinding this charcoal. And these instant ones are very easy to grind up. The ones that are, I get them actually for my hookah. They burn for a really long time, but you have to. It takes a really long time to get them lit too. So I have my charcoal. Then I'm going to take some of my salt. And I'm adding some salt. And I'm going to add a little bit of sand. So then I'm going to take some of my activated charcoal. And I'm going to add just a little bit. Well, I added more than a little bit, but that's okay. Now, we're going to add all of this to our cauldron. Okay, so we put our charcoal, our activated charcoal and salt mixture into the cauldron with our ashes. Now when you do this, you have to be sure that your cauldron isn't hot anymore, and if yours has legs like this, it's going to have a tendency to want to go in the direction that you're pushing. So you want to kind of hold it while you get rid of any of the herbs that didn't break down or didn't burn down. And you're going to grind in, you know, that salt and sand with the herbs, and you're going to make it nice and, you know, fine. It doesn't have to be really, really fine. And as a matter of fact, it can be coarse if you want it to be. And then you're going to just simply take your container, and I like to put the ingredients that I put into this particular salt because I make them all different and they have different intentions and purposes. So after getting them mixed up a couple times, I started doing this. So you're going to pour your salt in. So I'm going to clear off this area just a little bit, and then I'm going to show you a couple, 2 or 3 ways that you can use your salt. Your witchy witch's salt. Are you my baby kitty? Oh my gosh, I love this cat so much. He is a feisty one. He's really beautiful. You are beautiful. Look, it's hot wax. No, no, no. T'Challa. I gotta get him out here before he gets hurt. I already explained to you about the home protection. Now you can protect not only your home, but you can protect yourself. I like these. They come like little glitters and stuff like that come in them. So you're going to take a little bit of the salt and you're just going to pour it in to your little vessel. And that's all you need. So now you just say some words over it, light a candle, pass it through the 4 elements. You don't have to do any of that, because you put all your intention to it as you were making it. Put it in your pocket, and there's your protection. It's not only going to protect defensively, it's going to protect offensively. It's going to send it back, bad vibes, evil entities, whatever it is. That's one way you can use it. You can also use it to prevent nightmares. So what you're going to want is some type of little vessel such as this, and you're going to take your black salt first. And you're going to pour into your vessel your black salt. Somewhat carefully, if you can, get any in there. Okay, so 1/3 of the way full, we are going to fill our vessel with the black salt. You're going to find your favorite dream blend, sweet dreams blend, peaceful sleep blend, no nightmares blend of herbs. I have a great one on my website for sale, very inexpensive, and it looks something like this. So you're going to take, and in the middle you're going to put your Sweet Dream Vanishing Nightmares herb blend. This has valerian, chamomile, rose. It has, it looks like juniper. Here we go. These smell really great. I put all kind of essential oils in them because, you know, especially for dreaming, you need that aromatherapy. And there's been many scents that have been very well proven to help you to fall asleep, help you to rest, bring peace and harmony. Next, you're going to want to take your regular white salt. And the reason why we're doing the black and the white is because the psychology of colors. Black absorbs the negativity and white restores it. Peace, harmony, all that good stuff. So I'm going to try to pour it in. And push it down just a little. And so now we have this with the black, the dream herbs, and then your white layer. So next what we're going to do we want to kind of activate it. This is going to be something that you can place by your bed, and each night you can say some words, sprinkle a little oil. You're not going to be burning the candle because this is helping you to fall asleep, and you don't want to fall asleep with a candle going. But initially, you are going to want to burn a candle to activate it, get that good energy in there, so on and so forth. So you're going to have your incantation, and we are going to place this just right on top. And I think I'm going to melt a little bit of wax into it just to hold it in place really well. Okay. So as it burns down, the candle is basically going to melt all down your vessel, and it is going to seal. It's going to seal the deal. You're going to keep this by your bed, and every night you're going to say something like, sleep, sleep, peaceful sleep. Sweet dreams, never weep. For bad dreams will not find me. As I speak it, so it shall be. Something to that effect. And you are going to say this each night. Sprinkle your essential oils. This is the aromatherapy that's going to help you rest and help you fall asleep. And after this burns down and you see how it's done, then I'm going to show you one aspect of a protection spell using our black salt. So we'll be right back. So here is our finished vessel. You don't have to put it on this at all if you don't want to. It's very pretty. Here's one that I literally made for myself just a few days ago. I love the way it looks, and it is a little slippery because I had made a combination of chamomile and lavender, just those two, and rose because I love rose. And I just sprinkle it on the top. You do something like this. You take your oil, and that's one reason why you like to put the herbs that you use down here, because it's going to hold the scent. Oh, it smells so good. Keep this by your bedside, and each night you're just going to sprinkle it with a little oil, and you're going to say your incantation. Sleep, sleep, peaceful sleep. Sweet dreams, never weep. For bad dreams will not find me. As I speak it, so it shall be. So, that's another great way to use your black salt. So let me set this to the side. So many times when I'm doing a protection spell, I will put the object of my protection in a pentacle. And you want to make the pentacle out of something. And so a great thing to use, and what I've been doing for many years, I use black salt to draw my pentacle. And it's easier to do this with a funnel, but I don't have a funnel right now. So the first thing you're going to do, and I don't know if you can find a giant towel like this. This is one of the best things to use because you don't have to have a spell plate. This becomes your spell plate. Now, if you're doing a spell, you don't want your surface to be, you know, like this is, but I've done several things and I'm not really doing a spell. So you're going to take your black salt and you're going to go around. You're going to make your circle for the pentacle, and just like this you're going to do your star. Just like this. Now, you can make it look a little bit better just by going around the outside of it. I need a little bit more salt on the side because there's nothing. I don't know how that happened. Okay. So is going to look something like this. And you are going to put the object, whatever it is, whatever, usually it's a person. So you're going to take a candle and you're going to place it in the center. And normally you will write their name and date of birth. And you light it, and now you have your protection wall. And this is your person. This is a very strong, powerful protection element to use. You can place a candle here on each side. This is the fiery wall of protection. That's what it's called. And it's impenetrable. One day I will show you a spell using this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.